Many everyday people who became millionaires actually did rather straightforward things to get rich. But some people are a living testament to the fact that you can break all the rules, take at times a stupid idea, and get rich along the way. These are 7 of the weirdest things some people did to become millionaires. Number 1. Excused Absence Network. Do you need an excuse for work? Back in 2007, there was a very popular website called excusedabsence.com that offered number of excused letters, doctor's notes, jury summons, and much more. It didn't take much for the owner of the website to get started, a laptop and $300, but he made hell of a fortune selling these excuses for $25 a pop. This website became popular really fast after it was launched, and it had a reputation for providing excellent letters that would work all the time. However, unfortunately, good things come to an end. So this website also came to an end when the jig was up and people started using the service way too often. Number 2. Sell pixels on your website. Back in 2005, UK-based Alex Tew was a 21-year-old entrepreneur who needed a way to pay off his university education. On August 25 that year, he launched the $1 Million Homepage, a website with 1,000 by 1,000 pixel grid configuration in order to sell off the pixels as ad space in 10 by 10 blocks. The end goal was that the whole page would eventually rake in $1 million. Needless to say, it rose to internet fame quickly, and the final 1,000 pixels were auctioned off on eBay with a winning bid of $381,000. The website $1millionhomepage.com is still up and running. Number 3. Become a human billboard. In 2005, Jason Sadler was inspired by the $1 Million Homepage and decided that he too wanted to make money without doing any work. So he set up a website, and on the first day of 2009 began to wear other companies' t-shirts for money as a kind of walking human billboard. He made $83,000 in his first year, and I Wear Your T-shirt is now described on Wikipedia as an American advertising company. Fun fact, Jason Sadler is no longer Jason Sadler, but Jason Surfapp after he sold the rights to his last name to the surfing application for 50,000 American dollars. Number 4. Pretend to be Santa Claus. How do you keep a child's belief that Santa Claus is alive and become a multi-millionaire along the way? In 2001, Byron Reese secured an address in the North Pole, a real location in Alaska, USA, and launched an online business, santamail.org, where parents can buy unsuspecting children a Christmas card addressed from Santa, complete with a stamp and an address from North Pole. To his credit, though, Reese's multi-million-dollar business is heartwarmingly inspired by his late mother, who always gave him a letter from Santa when he was a child. Number 5. Publish people's secrets. Post Secrets started as just a community art project by Frank Warren in 2005, where he handed out postcards and asked people to anonymously mail him a secret, which he would later publish on his website postsecret.com. The response was enormous, and it since amassed more than 200 million visitors across the last decade. Now, Warren receives over 1,000 postcards a week, which he culls down to 20 and posts on the website every Sunday. While he's staunchly against monetizing the website, Post Secrets has been turned into a book, for which he receives royalties. He also earns income for fees he charges for talks he's invited to give at colleges and universities. Number 6. Catch and sell a baseball. 20 years ago, baseball fan Phil Ozerski caught Mark McGwire's famous 70th home run. The Cardinals offered Ozerski a signed bat, ball, and jersey for the ball back, but Ozerski wanted to meet McGwire, who wasn't interested. 3 months later, the ball was sold and Ozerski was sitting on a cool $3.5 million. Last but not the least, the Yo app. Yo is created by an Israeli developer Arbol in 8 hours, being launched on April Fool's Day 2014 for Android and iOS. It made him millions. The app itself is super simple, and as Arbol admitted on an interview, the whole concept behind it was stupid. users were able to send a word yo as a text or audio notification, then the people who got it could simply ignore it or yo back. Believe it or not, that was it. No really type has died down now that app was valued at between $5 and $10 million in July 2017 and received a further $1.5 million in funding number. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel and press the notification bell for amazing content every day.